Okay, advanced strengths, we're back for more double legs, more sprawl and spin drill, right? And then also following up, looking at our core submissions. We've seen a lot of arm bars and triangles so far in beginner and intermediate portions of the block, okay? So advanced, you guys are gonna be seeing that omoplata, right? So triangle, armbar, and omoplata, they're all linked together, right? This first part, we're gonna be doing double leg, and I'm going to take Micah down. We saw last time that when he recovers guard, he's attacking with the armbar, right? It's just like there a lot of times. People aren't really expecting to lose side control. They just hit this cool takedown, right? So we can attack when we recover our guard. We teach you guys to recover guard after almost every takedown. So this, we're starting to look at it like, okay, I can recover and attack, right? So let's take a look at that. Micah, I'm gonna take you down, and I want you to just attack with the arm bar just as a review, and then we'll do triangle after that, okay? Remember, we wanna have a hold of him, pulling him down, and then come in. Boom, right here. He recovers, good, right? And then attack with that arm bar, very good, nice, okay? Now I'm gonna go again, and I want you to attack with the triangle. So just push one arm through as you recover your guard, and throw that triangle up and get the tap, okay? So I'm pulling him down here, I come in, I go to the side. He recovers guard. Push one in. Right, there you go, nice. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Hear me make a sound. Make two sounds, okay? Sometimes I make funny sounds when you're choking them, right? So, raising those hips, that is what really helps on a lot of these submissions when you get them locked in to put them away, right? That triangle, when I raise my hips, it's like you're wearing me like a necklace, okay? Now, the other submission that we can see is the omoplata after we recover, okay? This really is a very good option after we recover our guard from a side control, or as we're recovering our guard, okay? It looks like this. And this, we're gonna go over this from guard here in this block too, okay? So when we're recovering guard, we're throwing this leg over as we do that. Sitting up and getting the tap, okay? So Micah, as I take you down, I want you to recover guard and do the omoplata. We'll see that in class a little bit. We're really wanting you to do the arm bar. We saw it intermediate, and then we're wanting you to do the triangle at the advanced strengths. Okay, so we want you to kind of, stair step up with that. But we are doing the omoplata this block. So this will just be a chance to see it in a different light. Okay, the junior black belts, expert ranks, they're gonna be required to do all three, all right? So I shoot in here, boom, we'll go to the side, we slide over a little bit. They put you in side control. He recovers guard. Look, he's already got my arm. Yes, good. Go ahead, legs out. Nice. Pull me over. Good. Go ahead and reach across and grab my shoulder and sit up to finish. Nice. Okay. Very good. So that is double leg, guard recovery, and attacking. Armbar, triangle, omoplata. Okay? Omoplata is just a new submission advanced ranks are learning. You've already, already got plenty of exposure to the armbar and the triangle at the previous ranks and in class. This is just that adding on, okay? So with that being said, let's look at what we're doing with the sprawl and spin, okay? So when I shoot on Micah, if he's able to do the sprawl defense and spin, I don't want him to take my back, okay? So I shoot in, he sprawls, he spins, I'm gonna roll out, but instead of recovering my guard or the triangle, I'm gonna sit up and pull his arm to the side, okay? What we call that is an arm drag. So as I'm sitting up, I pull. Then I can stanky move, right? So when we do our solo movements, and we're scooting around on the mat, we use that in techniques like the omoplata to break them over, right? Or in any manner. We'd use it to get up in base. We use it right there on that technique, okay? So let's see that again. I shoot, he sprawls, he spins, I roll out, I arm drag, sit up, stanky move, bottom hook back take. Okay, so that is our other standing technique that we see. Okay, takedown defense. All right, well, double leg didn't work out for me. But okay, well, here's what I can do. I can roll out, use my guard, retake his back in a different way, right? So we see that bottom hook back take throughout the curriculum, right? And it's just kind of another representation of it that's maybe a little newer for some of you, okay? So moving on, let's go ahead and look at our submission drill, okay? We call this the master attacker, right? There's a famous jiu-jitsu champion named Andre Galvao. That's the name he uses for it. But it's where we can put all three of our submissions together. The arm bar. And Mr. Mike and I were talking before we started filming today, man, sometimes I go for the arm bar and they pull their arm out. Very common. That drill will address this. Because what you do when that happens is you put them in an omoplata. Okay? So we're going to look at that, and I'm going to mention some things about finishing the omoplata, but then the triangle. So guys, what we need to be able to do is move fluidly between those three submissions and see how they link together, okay? So, get in my guard, Mr. Micah. So I want his arm across and I want him down, okay? Then I'm going to throw the arm bar up. So what happens is sometimes when you throw the arm bar up, your legs are too loose, you didn't have control of his arm, and he pulls it out. Bummer. When that happens, I want you to think about omoplata. It's a kimura with your legs. Look how his arm's in the kimura shape, right? So I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna scoot in and break him over, okay? I just grab his shoulder here on the other side, and I sit slowly up, right? And that's gonna help you get the tap. One thing we always wanna do is pull his arm out a little bit with our legs. But we can't let his arm slip out from between our legs. Here. All right? I don't have to triangle my legs. I just have my ankle and my knee sits on top of it. And that's the tap. Okay? Come back up to your knees, Mr. Micah. So, guys, what happens a lot of times when you go for the omoplata, he postures up. That's where we can do our triangle choke. Okay? Remember we talked previously about how you can put this foot on the hip and scoot away here. Now raise those hips to get heavy on his neck. Right? So let's look at this again. So I go for the arm bar. He pulls the arm out. I go for the omoplata. He starts posturing up. I go for the triangle. Okay, we'll do that again. Arm bar, he pulls it out. Omoplata, triangle. Thank you. Okay. So, that's our submission attack drill. It's a great drill to develop dexterity with your legs, right? So, something to think about, being able to do this drill, it's very leg oriented, right? Not that I'm not using my hands, but once you get the leg part down, not thinking about that, then the hands can guide the submission with the attack. Okay, so let's look next at our submission and defense for this block. Okay, it's the omoplata. We've already seen it come up a couple of times, it's the new thing, so we want you guys to be able to really be exposed to it and think about it, okay? So, guys, people be postured up in your guard. We teach you guys to do that, to pass, okay? But what we want to do is we want to pull him down and push him over. And then I can throw my leg over his arm and shoulder. Okay? Posture back up. Pull him down. Here. Now this other leg that's inside, it's got to come out. Okay? Now, I can triangle my legs for a second, but when I go to finish it, I don't have to triangle. Okay? I'm going to sit up and grab his hip. Right? Look how I'm facing his legs. Okay? This time, I'm facing his hands and his face and his head. Here, I'm facing his legs, right? And that's how we want to do this when we set up. Now I'm going to scoot and break him down, reach across, and get the tap, okay? So we want to use posture control. So I'm pulling him down, okay? And a lot of times when the hands are on the mat, we'll just do a Kimura. We talk about the omoplata, and we teach it all the time as a Kimura with the legs, right? So if I pull him down and I'm getting that response, I'm just gonna guide here. Now I do wanna think about being kind of heavy with my legs. As I come up, see how I made him come down? Then I can reach up and pull him the rest of the way over for the finish, okay? So that's our omoplata. We've got to break their posture. We've got to guide them to the side and throw our leg over, okay? Now, if we want to get the tap, they can't be in turtle. They can't be on their knees. We have to pull them. We want them on their belly for the tap. Let's also remember, if their posture not big, the drill that we did earlier, the secret in that drill, is when somebody postures up big in an omoplata, you put them in a triangle choke, okay? So that comes up in that drill, and we're just showing that drill and testing instead of, hey, show me what to do when this, instead of just the two submissions, okay? So that's that. Let's look at our submission defense for this group, and then we'll be moving on to the next set of techniques. Okay, so you're gonna be putting me in an armbar, Mr. Michael. So just go ahead and put me in that armbar, right? Now, when he goes to move into this armbar, right, I need to make sure his legs can't do what he wants them to do, which is push me the other way. Oh no, right? And then I might even fall over if you do a real good job. Okay, so but see how I lifted him up here, right? I want to wedge my knee behind his hips, okay? That's gonna allow me, right? So here, he's not worried, right? He's doing all the good stuff. But when he started going for his armbar, I put this knee up and I wedge, okay? So go ahead and go back to guard. So when he goes to this armbar, the second detail, go ahead, is I need to grab here and get my hand inside. Okay, that's what we want. The hand inside is what we show on the Pledge of Allegiance, our ultra beginner escape. Okay, so when he swings that leg over, I want this on the inside. Guys, we can't always get it on the inside. If you can't, we will accept this. It's not the most ideal, but it can work. Okay, he's attacking this arm, right? But this is gonna help me pass, right? It's gonna help me get out with my arm that he's attacking. Okay, so this is my free arm here. I wanna do something with this arm so he doesn't attack it, right? He might be thinking omoplata or something. So I wanna come in here or here, okay? This is the best and more safe. Sometimes this is the best we can do because he's got me in the arm bar, but I'm still in it, right? Okay, so we want an arm triangle and we want to stack them. This is called our stack defense. Okay, go ahead. So look here, wedge, figure four, come inside. Now we go as ratcheting the arm out, right? 1, 2, 3. And there's no set number of times. I pass the side control after I get that arm out. You may have to be patient and wait, and then ratchet it once, twice, and then wait, and then a little bit more. Think about it as a game of centimeters, right? Everybody knows our basic measurements, right? Inches are bigger than centimeters. A lot of times we think jiu-jitsu is like, oh, it's not a game of feet. It's a game of inches. It's really a game of centimeters when somebody's got you in a submission, okay? So one more time, Mr. Micah. We'll look at ratcheting our arm free, okay? Look, he goes here, I grab, I lift him up here, okay? Ratchet that arm out, and then look, I'm gonna put this knee down as I pass. So it's really got some of the same components as the escape we teach to like the intermediate ranks, right, is that knee walk escape, right, where we just kind of follow their hips and we go into our basic white belt pass, right? So that's your submission defense stack against the armbar. Expert ranks, junior black belts, you guys are gonna, be exposed to more submission defenses, right? So, we want you guys to be able to have an A and a B, we call it, just two escapes to each of the submissions, okay? So if you look forward to our next video, that's what you'll be seeing as one of the main themes, okay? So if you're junior black belts, you're kind of watching back and want you to know all the beginner, intermediate, advanced stuff, take that into account when we move forward to this next part.